Hey guys, welcome back to Marketing Fundamentals with me, Alyssa Schaefer. So today we are going to talk about the 3 unforgivable curses of network marketing and MLM, so you don't want to go anywhere. Have you broken any of these? Hey guys, and welcome to Marketing Fundamentals with me, Alyssa Schaefer. So today we're going to talk about the 3 unforgivable curses of network marketing and MLM. Now, the real question is, have you broken any of these? All right, so today we're talking about the 3 unforgivable curses. So, for those of you that are just unaware of the terminology, network marketing or MLM means that you sell a product that basically thousands or hundreds of thousands of other people sell as well. So you're selling some sort of name brand product that you are official. I would. It's pretty much being an affiliate. The difference is when you're an affiliate, all you do is get commissions based off sales, versus when you're in MLM or a network marketing business, you actually are the business owner. Like it becomes an actual business. So it is like it's a step above being it's there is a term super affiliate, but that's when you sell a bunch of stuff as an affiliate. So it's a type of affiliate selling. So that also leads into the biggest challenge behind MLM and network marketing, which is that there's literally thousands of other people selling the exact same product. So the trick is, how do you get them to buy from you over, say, the person next to you? Because they're selling the exact same thing. So, but we're going to talk about the 3 curses, because this is how people get caught, and this is why network marketing and MLM have a bad rap, in my opinion. I think that these business models, you have a huge opportunity, right? Because not only are you selling products, but you can also sell the business side. So you have tons of valuable assets to provide for people, because at the end of the day, like you're going to want to be talking to anybody who would be interested in what you're trying to sell anyway, and that's going to be for any business, not just this one. So without further ado, let's do the first unforgivable curse. So, and I will say as a side note, I know Harry Potter survived the unforgivable curse, but I don't know if you're going to be as lucky. So let's get going. So, unforgivable curse number 1 is that your business is offline, but the world is online. They've done studies now on how often people are on their phone. I actually read a meme today. It said that if you spend 30 minutes a day on social media, that equals 22 hours, and in your 8-hour workday, that's like literally a month of your life. So you spend like a month of your life on social media. That's, disturbing for other reasons, but we're not talking about that today. So, but essentially, the first unforgivable curse is that your network marketing business is offline, but the world is online. Now, a lot of you probably were just like, well, I have a website, so that's online. And while that is technically a true statement, the difference is that when you have a website that you are just sending people to, and you're kind of like just hoping that they're going to buy, it reminds me of a great analogy. So when I was one of my first jobs was being a hostess at a restaurant, and I found that when I seated, say I had two people. So I go to the restaurant, and there's tables right everywhere, and I just say, hey, sit wherever you want, right? So I would find that those people took almost 5 times as long to find a table to sit at, versus if I take those same 2 people, lead them to all these open tables, and I say, would you prefer this one or that one? It's one or the other, not all these options. And so when you narrow down people's worlds, they tend to focus better. And that at the end of the day is going to be what helps in the purchasing process. There's a whole lot behind persuasion and selling that we're not really going to get into right now, but what makes this curse so apparent is the fact that when you send somebody to the website and you're like, hey, like, try these products, there's, probably hundreds of products on that site. Like, there's so many options because nothing is one size fits all. So at the end of the day, you need to have options, but when you're talking to your customer, you need to be directing them exactly toward what you want them to do. So this curse is basically saying that you're not providing like a yellow brick road leading your customer to your Oz. So, and maybe it starts offline, but it continues online. And if you really want to grow your network marketing business, it's going to be online. Now, a lot of network marketing companies do not let you do Facebook ads. They don't let you do, typical online digital marketing strategies. And that's very true. But what I teach in my course, and I'm going to do a masterclass soon, a free masterclass, is that you don't your online lead magnet or lead generation tool doesn't have to be an ad directly toward a product you're selling. In fact, actually, it's kind of like, most people, when it comes to purchasing, most people aren't going to just go cannonball right into the water. They're going to dip their toes in, slowly make their way down the stairs, then slowly dip their whole body in. It's not a lot of cannonball action going on, which is a bummer, but it is what it is. It's the selling process. So, that being said, the first curse. Oh, hey, it worked. Okay. Sorry, I was a little worried with my tiny little erase board marker that we weren't going to be able to see that. But, okay, that is curse number 1. Your business is offline and the world is online. So, as I said, I have a masterclass. We are going to be going over how to fix these problems, but today we're just talking about the curses. So, curse number 2 is, pause. So, so network marketing unforgivable curse number 2, that is a tongue twister, is that your friends and family list is your main lead source list. Now, everybody in network marketing, they're going to tell you, and this is the traditional, like, 90s pre-Facebook method, right? You call you basically, first you talk to your friends and family, then you have house parties, and if you get big enough, then you have a hotel party. And, this model's worked for years and years and years, but the world is online now, and there are ways for you to create these same types of, like, attractive offers without doing it this way. So that's the unforgivable curse number 2, is if your main lead source is your friends and family list. They always have you do like 20 or 30 of them. And I pretty much refuse to do that. And if anybody in my team is watching, that's true. So I definitely, and I was always that person, that person at family events where people are like, what's she gonna pitch to us this time? I was always that person who had like this big idea or something I wanted to like share with everybody, and I'd always get very excited about it. And that's fine because that's actually just who I am. But when it came to I did not want to sell to my friends and family. That made me feel very, very icky. But the reality is, no matter what you're selling, there are literally thousands and millions of people online right now that would be willing to buy your product. And not only willing, they want to buy your product. It doesn't have to be your sister or your mom or your brother. Like, it can literally be you can sell to people who you know are going to benefit from and it's not that your mom and your sister and everybody aren't going to benefit from the product. The difference is when you go and you prove that the product is amazing through, your lead magnets online and all this kind of stuff. Guess what? Your friends and family are going to be asking you for the product. So, but the unforgivable curse is that your main lead source list is your friends and family, because the reality is that there have been many separations through life, right? Church and state. People leave your work in your home life. Like, these are like literally things that happen with these are literally like pillars we all live by, right? But by putting your friends and family on your main lead source list, you are breaking those pillars. So basically, the moral of this story is that there are ways for you to get leads, and better qualified leads than your friends and family, because the reality is, if your mom gives you money, then this is literally just money trading hands in your family. Your wealth of your family unit never grows, because the money is trading from one hand to the other. And then chances are you go buy your mom dinner. So you're literally just, you're never actually making any more money. It's just this cycle of the same money staying in the same family. Let's dream a little bigger. So that is number 2. Friends and family leads. Okay. Sorry, my handwriting's kind of terrible. So, unforgivable curse number 3 is unforgivable curse number 3 is that you have not expanded your marketing bubble beyond your own MLM and network market. So essentially, if the only people that you talk to are your team and your team leaders, that's, I'm not saying that you're wrong or that you're, failing, but when it's kind of the same thing with the money. When all the thoughts are happening in the same group, there is no outside input where, like, you could potentially come up with a really great idea. It doesn't even have to be like you use this person's idea. You could potentially listen to somebody else's idea that sparks an amazing idea for you to use. So, unforgivable curse number 3 is that you haven't expanded your marketing bubble to include any outside sources. It doesn't have to be my source. It doesn't have to be, you don't have to, it's just the fact that you haven't expanded your bubble and your reach to include more than just yourself and your team leaders and quite frankly, your network market, because there are literally, if you type in network marketing business into Google search, hundreds and hundreds of them come up. So this is not just like one company. This is a business model, a very successful business model, I will say. But, there are plenty of people in the world that have come up with new ways to basically take the old model and transform it into a 21st century strategy. And by using 21st century strategies. I came up with a lot of tongue twisters for this video. But anyway, so unforgivable curse number 3 is you haven't expanded your circle. I'm out of space. have an expanded circle. I'm kind of literal, so that kind of works. I know everyone's gonna be like, why didn't you just write over here? Well, this is the very jank setup I've got going on right now. Doesn't mean the brain isn't working. It's just this is this is what it is. Anyway, I'm rambling, but these are the 3 unforgivable curses of network marketing and MLM. Now, I full-heartedly understand if every single one of you watching this video have broken every single one of these rules, because guess what? I have too. I have definitely been a fallen victim to leaving my business offline. I definitely started with the whole friends and family like lead list. The difference is I did not want to call any of them. I spent a lot of time and energy avoiding doing that. Wholeheartedly. I had one friend who I did call, and she actually did purchase from me, but that's just because she is a person who I could literally say like my deepest, darkest, most disgusting secret to, and she'd still be like, yeah, cool. So that's the only person I was willing to talk to. And the third one being, you haven't expanded your circle. So, I have fallen victim to all 3 of these, and I wouldn't be surprised if every single one of you watching this video suffer from the same problem. But that's also why I have created a masterclass. It's a free masterclass, teaching you how to take these curses and turn them into superpowers. Because quite frankly, because every problem so basically every problem is just a hurdle you have to get over. But once you get over the hurdle, whatever your solution is becomes a superpower. And so I have created solutions to all 3 of these curses. And that's why I created the masterclass, because I want you to be able to use them too. I don't want to be the only one just knowing this stuff. So down below there's a button, so you can register for that masterclass. There's going to be 4 lessons. They're all free, and they're all videos. So at the end of the day, you really don't lose anything by watching them. They're chock full of information. It's actually, and the best part is, it's actually for network marketers and MLMers. So if you came across this and you're not in network marketing, watch if you're interested in maybe venturing into that world. The difference would be like if you're in e-commerce, like while you can watch these videos and potentially expand your circle to, come up with maybe a few new ideas that you could apply to your world. The reality is these videos were made for people in network marketing, meaning that you are selling a product that thousands and thousands of other people are selling. You're competing in a very saturated, not only is the industry going to be saturated, but the fact that you're competing against all these other people makes your market saturated. So it's a free masterclass. You don't lose anything. The registration button is right below, so go ahead and register. The videos come out over the course of 10 days. The videos are coming out over the course of 10 days, so it's not just a knowledge bomb where like the next day you're like, whoa, like I didn't get any of that, because that was just more information than I ever could have asked for. No, it's dished out so that not only are you learning it, but you'll come up with ways to apply it before we get to the next topic. So by the time you're done with this masterclass, you should have a plan on paper, like ready to execute. And I love to hear about what you guys come up with from the information. Like I'm in a specific MLM. I'm not trying to sell you on being in my MLM, so I'm actually not going to tell you what it is. But the reality is that I love hearing about other people's MLMs and how they were able to apply these to their MLMs. And if we end up having that conversation, I will tell you what MLM I'm in. But until then, I will see you at the masterclass. All right, register below.